Again, once again, hey, we're live and direct on a nice,
Beautiful night.
beautiful night. None other than Reek in old school.
Hey, hey, hey.
What's going on with everybody? I give it some time for y'all to come in here. I know, every now and then they do send out the notifications to some of y'all, but other people will be catching the replay once this finally posts as a video. So I
So
give it
lay
some
it
time.
on us.
Right.
Lay your loving on us.
Mm-hmm.
God bless you.
Mm-hmm.
It's been willing.
Yeah, hopefully it's none of that.
It's gone away. We
Malik
hope.
Campbell, what's going on? He said, I got mine, so I'm glad you got your notification. I'm glad y'all's already tuning in and coming with them thumbs up. You know?
Right away. Yeah. How's everybody?
Yeah, hopefully everybody's night's going well and swell and not too many issues.
Amen.
Yeah, Malik Campbell said, Reek, what's up, baby? Let's get it. Let's get into it. Yeah, most definitely. Hey, spark the conversation. Any type of thing you want to talk about, we can address it. I
This
think we're
evening.
qualified, and if I'm not, I point you in a direction of something that you might be.
At 8:36. Our time.
Central,
Yeah.
you might be on the east. Matter of fact, Malik, you're in, if I'm not mistaken, you're in Philly, so you're more towards the east.
So they're an hour ahead of us.
Yeah, hour ahead of us. Milton came in. He said, "What's up, brothers? What's going on with you, Milton?"
Hey, hey, hey. Milton. Sister.
Yeah, hopefully some of them fall in here too. But ain't no discrimination.
Sister Lease.
Oh yeah,
Hope you're doing all right.
Lisa Smith. Matter of fact, let me send out some of the notifications to people that may not be blessed to get those notifications immediately. Let's see. Matter of fact, let me look up something real quick.
The week is moving.
Right.
It's already Tuesday, partially Wednesday.
Right. Days are moving, and we're moving, inching closer and closer to fall, which
The seasons move.
Yeah, the seasons is changing, as they always do.
That's okay. Thank the good Lord that you can be around to see them all change.
That's true.
Stick around, Jones. That's what's happening.
Right.
Longevity
Right.
and good health.
Mm-hmm.
Amen.
Most definitely good health.
Amen. Yes, sir.
Okay, Milton said, what do y'all think about the Breonna Taylor family getting $12 million for the police wrongfully coming in their place, killing her? They wanted a settlement of $12 million. Do you think that's
There's never enough money.
right?
There's never enough money. I mean, that's fine and dandy, but that's not gonna heal her mama and daddy's heart.
Right.
And bring back their baby.
Mm-hmm.
You understand? You could get $1 trillion.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But that little pretty girl is gone.
Right.
The good king got her now.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And the good king is gonna also, I assume, they got their match to make with the other with Lucifer.
Right.
Okay, for doing what they did.
Mm-hmm. That's true.
So hopefully, I mean, it ain't nobody's place to be. Thou shalt not, take a life.
Right.
So they
essentially stole her life. Stole her life away.
They fucked up. She was just a baby.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I think, young blood. The money sounds, wow, at least they got, there's never enough.
Right.
I'll just say that, my man.
But you know what's so crazy? I wonder if there'll be any convictions behind it. Or
That's
just because they got the money, will it just be like, oh, well, you got the money, now you can be quiet about everything else.
Just hush and go on and keep living.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's what they expect to do.
Yeah, that is.
For people. But fuck that. You know, you need to go sit in hot boxes like other folks too. You know, have to do. You dig? Yeah.
Okay, now Malik said, I love it, 12 million, but yeah, I think, old school distress about, the 12 million ain't gonna, you're always gonna wake up, you can't talk to your sister, you can't talk to your daughter, your auntie or whatever because of,
Your baby.
yeah, because some, idiots chose to, be power hungry and, steal her life away.
Did some stupid shit.
And then Malik also said, I didn't think they would get anything. Yeah, I kind of thought that too. I wasn't thinking, they would have probably got anything either.
Oh yeah, it was a real wrongful doing. You know, there was grounds for getting things, besides getting their ass. Them white folks, you understand?
Right.
Whatever who was involved,
Mm-hmm.
white, blue, or green. The motherfuckers that was involved, I'll just say all that. You know what I mean? The people that was evil enough to do that,
And then Milton said, matter of fact, what is no knock warrant? And then Malik was answering and said, busting through, no heads up. Yeah, most definitely. I think they just start, banging in and,
let themselves in.
yeah, with the battling ram.
They're good for that.
Mm-hmm.
They're good for doing that.
Mm-hmm.
Entering into somewhere, after they do old shitty knock.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
No, they really are, man. Because when I was, in the motherfucking, trying to, swing along with, recuperating with good things.
Right.
Them motherfuckers, man, would, some of even the black ones, you know what I mean, would knock and then enter in on their own. And then I tell them, fuck no, get the fuck out of here.
Right.
You know what I mean? You can't check on this.
Right.
And check on that. I'm trying to rest.
Mm-hmm.
Get the fuck away.
Right.
You know what I mean? Come back another day.
Right.
No, really. They people need to learn people skills.
Right. Before
that's
anything.
all,
Before you learn any school books, law books, any type of thing that you're trained in whatever profession, learn how to deal with all people, not just a certain segment.
Right. People skills.
Right.
What the fuck? You can't just, invade people's privacies and things. You know what I mean? What if some little babies would have been in there?
Right.
You know what I mean? Little babies, little infants. They wouldn't have gave the fuck. They would have shot them up too.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Oh, I thought I seen an object reaching for something. Some old dumbass story.
Right.
So, again, bro, money don't mean shit. Right?
Right. Now, Malik said, I've been in 4 raids. That security door is much needed. But I think their situation, they wasn't doing anything to get raid. They ran the raid on the wrong place. So that's how that
they made a mistake.
Yeah.
Yeah, they made a big ass stupid mistake.
Mm-hmm.
They need to bust down on every motherfucker that was involved in calling that shot.
Right.
Mm-hmm. Not just giving that girl's folks money.
Right.
You know what I mean?
But how I look at it, that's like hush money. Like, be quiet now. You got 12 million.
Well, that's but fuck that, man. Nowadays the way things cost,
right?
That shit'll be spent up before you know it.
For real.
Get every motherfucker that was involved.
Right.
The station and everything that went wrong.
And you know what's so crazy? It's not so okay. You hear the 12 million, but where is that 12 million coming? It's coming from the taxpayers out of that city.
Well, yeah, it's coming from the people.
Yeah. Versus why can't it come from the
motherfucking
law enforcement police? Yeah, from them.
Evil doers.
Right.
The evil doers, not from the people that are doing.
Right.
Yeah, fuck that shit, man. Get, like I just said, get every motherfucker that's responsible.
Right.
With how they make up their judicial system. Fuck that. That ain't enough.
Right.
Remember what I said? It ain't never enough.
Never.
Now, if it would have been an old hen picking motherfucker, you understand, you know, or you know, you know, one of them other kind of motherfuckers, you know what I mean, you know, corny beefy, you know what I mean, kosher josher,
Yeah.
you know
Wish
what I
upon a
mean.
star.
Yeah, wish upon a star or whatever else.
Right.
You know, they would have got the town and 3 more towns.
Hmm.
You know what I mean, right?
Right.
You know what I mean. So there's not that ain't shit for them folks. They ain't bringing their baby back. You know. Yeah. So, but see, that's what they think. They think we as minority people, you know, they ain't got nothing no way. So you should give them, like you were saying, you know, just, you know, butter their bread, Joe,
Right.
and they'll be able to eat some more slop for a while. You
Mm-hmm.
know, fuck you, man.
And matter of fact, before you take this check, sign this confidentiality that you're not going to speak against, you know, us or
whatever.
anything.
Right. Cause no motherfucking uproar.
Right.
You know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. You know, give them more watermelons. You know, you fuck yourself.
Okay, now Milton said, what do you guys think about Black Lives Matter? I'm reading that they have a hidden agenda.
All lives matter. I ain't gonna, you know, say nothing, you know, about that situation. All lives matter.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
But you know, all of a sudden now it's our lives that are more looked at. You see what I'm saying? You know, our lives been mattering since the 1800s and shit. You understand? Since cotton in the motherfucking Bosco days. But does it? Why all of a sudden now that they're paying attention to all that?
Matter of fact, I don't believe in no organization because, you know, it's like they want to be the talking heads and speak for, the black community. I've never heard from any of these people that claim to be of this organization. So you don't speak for me. You know, I speak every day that I walk within this life, within this world of America. You know, so don't claim like, I'm speaking for him or you might be a Tutti and Fruity. You can't tell me what you represent represents me. No.
Right. Did I say all lives matter?
Right.
You know, that's what you responded
to. Yeah, that's what
You know, so all of a sudden now you want to pay a lot of attention to the the minority lives. You know, why they mattering now, you know, so much.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? How come they didn't matter from the jump off?
Right.
You know, you understand when we helped build this motherfucker.
You know what it makes me think back in the, you could even go 70s, 80s, when they used to have those commercials. Look at poor Joseph in Africa. He has flies all over his eyes. For $9.95, you could send in this money.
That kind of shit.
Come on.
And Joseph been having flies on his eyes and his folks too.
Right.
Before, you know, you started even putting that shit on TV. So, you know, come on, stop bullshit.
Right.
You know what I mean? You're getting money. You understand? You send in for Shriner shit and this and that and this.
Right.
You know what I mean? You got all kind of programs. You know, and you the people, you understand, that got this shit going in the first place. You understand? You know what the fuck you're doing. You know? Because you're the main ones that are doing what you're doing.
Yeah, causing atrocities across the globe, not just in one area.
What you're doing.
Right.
You know what you're doing. You know, keeping up uproars and shit. You know, learn to share.
Right.
Learn to share, motherfucker.
Right.
You know, well, don't you think we like beef too?
Right.
It don't have to be corned. You know what I mean? You know,
right.
It don't have to be pastramo. You know, so learn to share.
Ball.
Yeah, all that kind of smelly ass shit. Learn to share. You know, stop fucking around and shit.
Okay, I'll put the number up, Malik. Let me get to it. I'm so wrapped up in the conversation, I forgot about throwing up that hotline number. Let me see. Let me find it. Let me see.
That's what the whole thing is about in the first place.
Hmm.
It can't be fair.
Right.
You know, motherfucker want to be fair. You know, this shit don't belong to you.
No.
You know, it's just you only.
Huh.
You know, I mean, my mom used to say that. This ain't just yours only. You know?
Right.
It all belongs to God.
Right.
And how the fuck you think you gonna be above him? That's why he blows your eye out your side of your ear. You know what I mean? You be walking around looking like a motherfucking monster. You know what I mean? You know, talking out your asshole and shit. You know what I mean? With a voice box and shit. All fucked up. Yeah, all fucked up.
Yeah.
You know, you're full of sin.
I still don't want to share any of this.
Yeah, you're full of sin. You're full of sin. You're full of sin. You're full of sin. You know, sin will fuck you up, man.
It sure will. You ain't never lied about that.
You're full of sin.
Mm.
You know, you don't get paid right.
Hmm.
You know, believe that. You may think you got it under control while you taking it
Right.
and doing what you're doing for right now.
Mm-hmm.
But guess what, Jones? Why? I don't even see how you think you can sleep good at night
Right.
with your big brass bed and shit. Because guess what? That motherfucking brass is gonna go right through your ass. You know?
For real.
Like hot motherfucking coals.
Mm.
You know? So watch out, Jones. Enjoy it while you can, motherfucker.
Right.
You know? So
The times are changing, as everyone has seen.
That's one thing you must do. You understand? Like all the rest of us. Like I said before, you know, it don't matter what color you are.
It don't.
You're gonna leave here.
Right.
You know?
And you ain't gonna be able to take any of that stuff that
That's
you
what
done
I'm
hoarded
saying.
together.
You're gonna leave here. You're gonna leave here.
The Egyptians really tried to do it. You
And
see,
you're
they
gonna
didn't
leave
fare
here. You're gonna
well
leave here.
with it.
You're gonna leave here. You're gonna leave here, and it's up to you. You understand? And the man that runs all this, you know, the person that runs all this, you understand? You know, the sky, the trees, the birds, the bees, you know, for your comfort of your skeletal. You dig it?
Mm-hmm.
You know, when that motherfucker, when your bones come away from your meat, come away from your bones, and your soul is, ain't nothing left. But oh yeah, that was him. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. You know. That makes sense.
Yeah, it does.
You know.
Now Malik said no, they've been watching dude for months. They had a tracker on that Charger. They was out in Kentucky getting money. I think them cops was trying to pull a robbery. They could have, you know. I mean,
who's that now?
we're talking about the you know, the girl that got killed and the family got 12. He's saying
Sister
the cops
lady.
had been on them.
Sister lady.
You know, because he's saying that they was
They were
getting
watching
money.
them?
Yeah, they were watching them.
Well, whatever. Even if they were getting money.
Right.
So you motherfuckers get your money the way you get it. Yeah, right?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I mean,
yeah, man, I'm right with you. Proceed, I got you.
Okay.
I mean, what's up, brother? You know?
How you doing, sir?
All right, my man. Yeah, nice to hear your voice. But you know, they've been getting money for decades.
Yeah, right.
All kind of different ways and shit.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? You know, they really fucked up the native boy.
Oh,
You
yeah.
know what I mean? They traded him all the way out. You know what I mean?
Right.
And then, you know, and just everything. If you had a different kind of, pigmentation about yourself. Yeah, you understand? You know, you know, a motherfucker would just, you know, ain't you ever heard him when you was a little kid growing up? Oh, hey Francis, what is he? Is he Negro or, you know, like you might see a light-skinned guy. You know, his daddy might be black as a tire.
Right.
You know what I mean? His
Right.
mama just light-skinned, you know, just because of her gender.
Right.
And the kid come out, you know, the motherfucker might look like he's Hispanic or something. And then they might say, I don't know, but that kid sure can play ball. What is he? Is he a what is he? What are you?
Right.
Besides, it's Lucifer.
For real.
That's all. Lucifer with different colors. Lucifer. Don't you notice?
Right. What blue eyes you have, Lucifer?
Don't you notice? Let me tell you how Lucifer really reveals himself. Okay. Now see if this makes sense. Like you said, what blue eyes you got. Now check this out, young blood and old folks and people. Now they say when your ass will go away, if you do wrong, hell is hell. Brimstones and fire and shit. I don't want to know nothing about it.
Right.
It's very hot forever. So now, don't you notice when you cook on your stove, if you ain't got the electric stove, if you got the fire stove, sometimes when you turn your eyes up, that motherfucker be blue and red and shit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, when you turn it down.
Hold on a second.
Yeah, it's orange, right? Got on the phone? Who's that, big man?
I don't know. Who's on the line? All right, who's this?
How you doing?
A couple people, so.
Say that again?
Get a little muffled, Rick.
Okay.
Can you hear me now, Milton?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay. How you brothers doing, man?
What's
Good.
up, bro?
Old school, Rick? Malik?
What,
Yeah.
How you doing?
what do both of y'all, either of y'all got to add to the conversation? What do you want to say, or what do you feel what old school saying, or
Yeah, little
give us some
man,
feedback.
the first young man that we had on the line, my man, you was
Malik.
right. You was right, Leak. The shit turned orange, red, blue, and then it spuckers. Like motherfucking like 4th of July. Sometime you might get some sparks in it.
True.
You know what I mean? So imagine that going all through your asshole.
No, I don't want to imagine that.
And through your bones and shit. You know what I mean? No, that ain't no good thought. Don't you, remember what your mama used to say? Don't be fucking with that fire. And you used to go, hey, you touch something and jump.
Right.
Because that just burn the fuck out of you.
Right.
And that's just natural fire.
Now hold on a second. Practice being solid. Yeah, you saying connection issues. Hey, we were experiencing that the other night. People getting spin wheels and everything like that. They try to hate on my channel because it's brothers congregating, speaking on something.
Because the channel's the channel.
Mm-hmm. Hey, I got a question for y'all, man. What y'all think about Cardi and that WAP song, man? You think that's making good
Who?
become hoes?
Cardi B,
And that WAP
she got a
song?
song called WAP that stands for wet ass pussy.
Who? I ain't hear.
I look
Cardi
at
B.
it like this, man. Hoes gonna be hoes. They
That's,
made it for the hoes. Okay,
that's right. You right, little young blood.
I got you.
And I look at it like this, if you're raising up a young daughter or something, make sure she's steering clear from that type of message.
Activity.
Yeah,
Exactly.
You're right, my
you
man.
really got to do some parenting. You can't
Okay.
just let her listen to whatever's on the radio. Nah, it's a different day.
A hoe gonna, like you said, little man. A hoe gonna be a hoe, especially if that's what she's interested in.
Right.
Exactly.
She's interested in. Oh, I better go to school, and so I can make good money and ride me some pretty cars and have pretty clothes and buy me a pretty house and do well. But if the motherfucker just hoe hopping, I ain't, don't get me wrong, I ain't knocking. She can make money that way too. But if that's what you do, that's what you do,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Mhm.
You agree?
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, the problem comes in when people want to mix it. I can mix it. Yeah. You're going to see what happens when you mix it.
No, Rick, but like you just said, it's all about the parenting. That's where your parenting skills come in.
Right. People like to be lazy when it comes to parenting. They like, oh, well, let everybody else do it. No, you got to step in. You got to speak for yours. You can't just be like, oh, well, you know, they go to school and I just lead a learner to the school. No, you learn at home
But
first.
and then again, though, it depends how the parents was raised.
That's true too.
You know, my mama used to say, a bad apple don't fall far from the fucked up tree.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Mhm.
So if the parents, you know, is an old funky motherfucker, you understand what teachings are you teaching your babies?
That's true.
You know what I mean?
Mhm.
You know what I mean? I remember a nigga used to tell me, you understand, a brother, excuse me, he used to tell me when he was a kid, I used to just listen, you know. Now, he didn't have, is it weed, right?
Yeah.
He didn't have no father, okay?
Yeah.
You understand? You know, we'll put it this way. His father wasn't around,
Mm-hmm.
okay, to help be upbrought.
Yeah,
You
real.
understand? And his mama, like you said, little man, hoe's gonna be a hoe. His mama was mama and daddy, and the young man, I'm seriously telling y'all, when we was about, I'm gonna keep it real with you. We was about 9, in between 9 and 11.
Okay.
You understand? Years old. And, you know, the boy used to get a chance to peek at his mama turning dates.
Oh, okay.
And he used to say, her mama lays like this, and my mama lays like that, with her legs like this. You understand? So, again, what kind of teachings are them?
Right.
Especially when your mama knows, you understand, she got children out there and she ain't got nobody babysitting and watching them. What can they not do besides try to find out what the fuck mama's doing?
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Right.
That makes sense?
That's a L on mom part, because if you're doing shit like that, secure that room and keep his little ass in the room. He shouldn't be even able to get out and see that.
Nah, yeah.
Running all around.
Right.
Well, yeah, true that. But
take homeboy in the basement if you got to.
well, you
Just
know
got
what?
The door wide open. He could just walk in the hallway. He hear you making all types of noises and shit.
But that, like I said, she
Then you
raised.
got the nut. Then you got the nut ass old head that's gonna tell her yeah louder.
Yeah, and like I said again, she had so many by different Negroes and different brothers and different folks. You understand? She couldn't control all that. All she was thinking about was getting her paper. You understand? And what he was able to do, you know, one might be older than the next one. You understand? He said, "Come here, Johnny.
Well,
look at this."
How you feel about this? Because I'm gonna say that to me right now it just hit my mind. That sounds like more so of a woman that's getting high. That don't really sound like more so of a woman that's hoeing and really about her paper. That sounds like more of a high. What you think, Rick?
Well, way back then, that was her high, getting her money, and then way back in the '60s,
Okay.
ain't no telling what she might have been taking
That's
along with getting her money.
That's true.
You understand what I mean? So she was very careless, and then again, like I said before, you got a lot of them that just don't give a fuck. You know, right?
Yeah.
You know, you know, that's just
But
going.
how about this, brother?
Go ahead.
Not to cut you off, old school.
No, go ahead.
Let me run this by you, brothers. Do you think that we should be teaching the young that they should get their finances and get everything in order before they start having kids?
Of course.
A lot of this is happening. Of course. Yeah. Okay.
Of course.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, a lot of times, I've seen it where these people are having kids and they really not, they're just not ready.
Oh, man.
Kids getting snatched, pedophilia, all type of stuff is happening. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, young blood. My mama was telling me about that. My mama used to speak to me about that when I was a kid coming up. She said, son, the younger even gets wiser. You know what I mean? And so you got, the world is ate up with babies having babies.
Right.
Now.
That's true.
You understand? I mean, they think it's fast and cute and funny. and you know, ain't no baby, no motherfucking baby doll. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you gotta learn how to tend to a child and shit. You know what I mean? And a lot of them, you understand, when they know that, well, yeah, fuck you, man. I'll take care of it myself, and they can go down and have their city help them, you know, and you know, give them some coupons for food and a little bit of check. Then they go, they don't give a fuck. Then they go have another one.
Mm-hmm.
That fucks them up, man. It just keeps fucking them up. They don't even have a motherfucking, they ain't went past the 8th grade. They just stopped doing everything. You know? You know? That's all. You know, don't get me wrong. I hate to talk about, you know, bring up the young race like that, but would you agree, my man?
Yeah.
If they ain't got no guidance, they're fucked up.
Yeah, but I look at it like this. You got all different type of walks of life. Yeah, that's a segment of the population that's young and having babies. But then you also have some people that is having some consideration with, you know, bringing in life and raising that. But these kids got to deal with those kids too. And what it is that's when the parenting skills kick in. Like, you know what? I'm raising you on a better path. You're going to know about getting your finances. You're going to know about doing the right thing. You're going to know about, you know, these brothers and sisters that ain't got it maybe as good as you. And you're still going to have to deal with them because we're all sharing the same life.
Yeah, but like I said again, it depends. It gotta come from somewhere.
Right.
Good teachings.
Mm-hmm.
You know, motherfucker. You know, some children, you know, they can't even get along with their parents.
Right.
You know, and they'll go to street folks' parents. You know what I mean? Their buddies, mom and dad, and they'll treat them better than the rest of them. You know, yeah. They got
okay.
So you know, and that, which is fine, as long as you get some skill, healthy, you know, advice.
Mm-hmm.
Like you're saying, that's what you're making me saying.
Yeah.
You know, as long as you get some real truthful advice to try to help yourself and help, you know, be able to not be in those situations.
Right. Now, y'all got any other kind of things you want to add or bring up or talk about, or?
Yeah, man. Let's talk about this whole election shit, man. Cause this is serious. We in some serious times right now. We only got about another month and a half, right?
Yeah, something like that.
I think you're about right, yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Well,
Well,
me personally, man, I ain't
go.
gonna lie, man. I don't really see the benefit of it. And I'm gonna tell you why, because I'm voting for Trump. Some of the black people, okay, that's cool. Some of the black people been voting real change. And every time I see so-called black people prosper, they didn't use no politicians. Black Wall Street, they went into politics. Bronzeville here in Chicago, they went into politics. Several other so-called black neighborhoods that prospered back in the days, they weren't even into politics. They just joining together and supporting one another. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, I understand that.
So that's really why I'm really not, because I really don't trust none of them people. But
Yeah,
that's
none
why
of
I'm
them
not
politicians,
voting,
the career politicians. I understand that.
Mm-hmm. I just don't like that Kamala Harris and that Joe Biden. So I don't like them at all. Hey, bro, you see even black? Let me ask y'all this, man. I'm not tripping, but this race was going to get confusing. I'm like, I understand people could be mixed.
Right.
But damn, I'm like, okay, if you mix, in my opinion, if you say, okay, if you mix, if you want to be more Korean, or you lean more to your Korean side, I don't think that's a problem because you mix. But I'm just saying, like, they keep throwing these people on us, like, you're black, and I'm coming to find out Kamala it's like one ace black. You know, I don't know what's up, man. The bitch don't like the bitch don't like black people at all. The father was Jamaican or something like that, but he left out the house when she was like 2 or 3. When I was smooth, I was here. She don't identify. She just got that look. She don't fuck with us.
Right.
As a matter of fact, she disrespected her own father, man. You saw that? I read that. She downed her own father.
Mm.
You know what I mean? She disrespected him. Fuck with them.
Yeah.
What is she? West Indies?
West Indian and Jamaican.
Well, I guess so, man. I don't know, man. It be confusing to me, man. I be like, yo, I don't know who's who, man, sometimes, man. I'm like, I can't call some people thinking that they black and do like, no, I'm such and such. I'm like, oh, my bad. You know, if we really sit down and listen to them when they talking, they be exposing themselves. They say shit that you can catch on to.
That's true.
Mm-hmm. Like this debate that's coming up, I don't know how Joe Biden think he gonna get crushed in that, because Trump gonna be on his ass all the shit that he got on him. Cause I ain't gonna lie, ain't none of these people talking. Ain't none of them people on the Democrat side talking about this pedophilia. They don't even mention
sure
it.
ain't talking
They
about
act like
that.
it don't exist.
Huh.
They act like it don't exist. They don't bring it. They don't talk nothing about it. Yeah, man. Cause they the ones doing this shit.
Exactly.
Yeah. Yeah, man. Yeah, that's something else, man. That part, man, then it seems like it's getting very tribalistic, man. Like people, I'm talking about, it seems like families are separating because one family member vote for Trump and the other is going for Democrats. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm talking about family members. I'm literally seeing this with my own eyes. I said, damn, man, is that serious? That's some old school Negroes that's still stuck back in the day. Yeah, man. That's true, but I'm seeing young people, man, doing this too, bro. Like, cause they so Democratic, you know what I mean? Got in their head. Yeah, cause but also you gotta take heed to this. A lot of those people with those campaigns are people young. The Simone Sanders, them girls, them some young people there. You know what I'm saying? Who pushing that campaigning. You know what I'm saying? A lot of these people who are out there campaigning are very young. But I'm not going to say that's across the whole board. I'm just saying this is something I've seen with my own eyes. Where, like, somebody's family member might go for Trump and the whole family ostracizes him. Yes, I've seen it happen a couple times. Here's where I'm at, you know.
Okay, now Elaine Smith said 2 different wings, the same body. That's what it is, because they both the government. No matter which way you look at it, they both the government.
Yeah. Yeah, man. So I guess it is what it is, man. You know what I'm saying? So it's just a scary. We so far behind the 8 ball. That's what makes it so scary for us, man. We far behind. Yeah, we definitely, our people are definitely far behind, man. We got, it ain't no joke for us, man. But
like I said,
we the most hated. We the furthest behind, and we the most hated.
I knew it was something.
I agree with that.
I knew it was something wrong back in '95 when Minister Farrakhan went to go meet with Gaddafi, and Gaddafi was about to give him billions to start a black state in America, and Bill Clinton said, "No, you can't accept that money from a terrorist country or whatever." That would have made things better for.
Black people talking about he the first black president. Get that shit out of there.
Right.
Yeah, exactly. And he did that super predator thing, didn't he? Bill Clinton.
Oh yeah. When it was Cold War back, I remember coming up back in '95 and all that. Police would be swooping down on people and all that.
Hey, Rick, '95 was a good year, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was.
It was fun. I missed '95. I remember '95. Me too. I remember that Farrakhan thing you just said earlier. I remember that. Go ahead. Yeah. That first, hey Rick, you ever get a chance to go down to that first Million Man March?
No, I watched it when it was televised though. I seen it, and a lot of people that was hitting it, and when it was. But notice this. Remember once Farrakhan did the Million Man March, then it started becoming like a fad. Oh, Million Moms March, Million this march, all that. I'm like, Like, why they doing that?
Woman march.
Yeah.
Woman march. All other shit. Yeah. You right. That first one, man. That first one was epic, though. You couldn't top that. I went to the second one. The second one, the first one was men. The second one, that was on some women shit. It was led by women. You got a bunch of women up there, something like that. Yeah.
Yeah, but far as
you notice that? It seems like it's more. It's like they're pushing more women to be leaders now. You notice that? Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because they feel the powers that be can control them more than they can control the black man. So that's why they want them in power positions.
My man. Exactly. I agree. My man. Yeah. It popping up everywhere, man. I'm talking about, you know how you see the people who come out, you know, they walk around, they like, well, because here in Chicago, we got like aldermen. And I've been seeing a lot of Chicago. Even the aldermen said that, Rick. Yeah, we about to switch this conversation a little bit. Rick, can I say something?
Well, let him clear his thought first, and then you can speak on it.
Okay. No, I was just saying, like, I was just noticing, well, y'all already answered the question. They want the women in power because they can control. I was just saying, like, here in Chicago, we got a bunch of aldermen, so they'll come out, you know, trying to get you to vote. And I just noticed there'd be a bunch of women now. I'm like, I don't see no men. I'm like, damn.
Yeah, I seen that too. They got that up here too. I had one coming out the door the other day. I'm like, don't you see it says no soliciting? I guess you don't understand that part. That automatically tell me I shouldn't be voting for you because you don't understand how to read saying no soliciting.
Hey. Yeah, I like it.
Yeah, they're begging for voters.
Right.
You say you got a question for me, Malik? Yeah, man, I want to know what the fuck is the temperature like in Chicago right now, man? What's going on out there? Is this what it is? Because I heard that South Side, man, is a motherfucker. What's going on? I mean, it's bad, but I don't want to deflect. But I bullshit you down. Like I be hearing a lot about y'all, too. I be hearing a lot about Philly. I'm not trying to deflect. I be hearing about Philly. I think they call Philly Philadelphia. Even up there where we them at, a lot of brothers from Chicago be coming back like, yeah, man, them niggas wild up there. I be kind of iffy traveling outside. I mean, the thing about, I pray that Philly don't get the weapons that they got their hands on out there. Because I be seeing these dudes on social media, they be having military weapons. They be having some shit that you can't even, you know you got that off somebody trained. You know, that's just weapons that they got military weapons. I can understand that. I mean, all I'm trying to say is this, man, because, it do get wild. I mean, me personally, I'm not saying it's gonna affect me, but I don't be fucking around. I just go where I got to go. You know, when I'm chilling in the controlled environment. I'm not on the corners, like 10 years ago, just on the corner chilling, and I don't do none of those type of things. And then where I'm like the city, because I'm further up north in Philadelphia, you can walk wherever you want to walk at. You can't do that in Chicago because it's more gang territory. There ain't no gangs in my city.
But Malik, wait, let him speak on that. Is what Malik is saying true? Since you are from Chicago, what do you feel about that?
Jump in them boxcars and get all kind of shit.
I would say no, it's not true because here I am. I walk wherever I want to walk. Don't get me wrong, I'm not just going in there like old blocks. But I've been past old blocks many times. I used to get McDonald's there. I should go there, but this is before old block became old block. But I don't really have a problem. What I'm saying is that to me, what I do in Chicago, I go where I want to go. But I just mind my business. Don't get me wrong. I'm not going to go somewhere 4 o'clock in the morning just dangling my nuts, you know what I'm saying? You dig what I'm saying?
Right. But tell me this, tell me this, what for someone that's never been in Chicago, if they've never been there, would you advise them to try to just, okay, I'm gonna go to the South Side. I'm just gonna see what it's like, and I don't know what the temperature's like.
The West Side's worse.
And old school's right, the West Side is worse.
Oh.
I would say, if you come,
dangerous.
nothing's gonna happen to you as long as you ain't no dummy. Because
Exactly.
like, you come here.
You mind your business, man, and you can still
Yeah,
you can
nobody's
have
gonna.
it.
Cause it's not like California. If a dude see you, he's gonna be like, man, where you from? What you doing over here? I'm not saying they don't do that, but I've never experienced that on all my years living in Chicago. I've never had a dude call to me like, hey, man, who is you? Why you over here? You know, now the project, they used to do that in the project, but all the projects are gone. You see what I'm saying? That's why we only got one other fight.
I be hearing so many mixed stories because I know you got the GDs and you got the BDs in Chicago. It's a big ass city. So if somebody just walking around and stuff like that, you don't know if it's somebody that they didn't send through plotting. So when you say that, that's why I get confused about because they into it so heavy that you might have to ask somebody, you know, who is you really
But Malik, think about it. Think about it like this. You know how the news media dramatizes every story in every city, even in your own city, even in my city. You know, they make it seem like it's way worse than what it really is. You know what I'm saying? You really get the scoop from someone that's really down in the turf, down in the town, knowing, you know, where to move and shake. Like, if you was to come to my city, I'd be like, yeah, I know some areas that you probably shouldn't be in at certain times, you know, so you won't get no issues. But
Where
yeah,
all the hoodlums hang out.
yeah.
But also, I want to say this too, man. A lot of these gangs who are warned, they grow with each other, so they know each other. I don't know each other.
I heard that.
A lot of them, they know each other. They grew up together, so they know who's who. You know, you can walk through and, I mean, most I ever get is like, what's up, old timer? What's up? You know, people call me uncle. You know how people, they can kind of tell you. Yeah. I'm 39, so, you know, niggas, they kind of tell you the little old school, like, what's up, uncle? What's up? I'm like, what's up, homie? And you keep it moving, but.
Right. And
I mean, like I said, but don't get me wrong, man. I'm not saying, I'm just saying, from what I've experienced living here, I've never really had that happen to me. That's what I'm saying. But at the same time, I'm not going to go out here at 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock in the morning, go to O Block and swing my nuts. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. You know.
And brother Philly and Leak, you know, it's kind of like this, man. You understand? My daughter's mama is from Chicago. I used to walk through that motherfucker all the time. You understand? You know, and so and plenty other places. You know, my people from Detroit. You know, I got people out of Detroit, and that used to be the murder capital of the world. You understand? You dig? And it's kind of like. I remember my auntie, my mama when we used to go down there, my daddy would brome his new motherfucking Eldorados, and we tell my auntie, auntie, we want to go to the store, and she said, no, don't y'all go over that way, cause they kind of wild, you know. And my mom would say it ain't safe for them, and my auntie would say, no, I wouldn't trust them to go. You know what I mean? And we keep our black ass right with her thoughts. You know what I mean? Being from Motor City and shit, you know, and like Leak and you, Philly, my man.
Chicago.
You know, Chicago is like Malik was saying. You know, it's if you go hunting for all that old wild activity, then you're gonna be amongst it. You know. But if you ain't fucking around, like you said, like you know, Philly, it's there. Don't get me wrong, it's there like a motherfucker. Ain't that right, Leak? You know, all that old wild shit.
I'm in Philly. I think you're talking to Milton.
No, I'm talking to both of y'all.
Yeah, Milton and Malik.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, I'm talking to both of y'all.
Yeah.
I'm talking to both of y'all.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm letting Malik's in Chicago. And
No. Milton's in Chicago. Malik's in Philly.
Oh, okay. Milton. Still, I'm still talking to both of y'all.
Right.
Or either or.
Right.
Okay. And guess what else, Philly? Philly can be kind of wild too in certain spots out on that East Coast. You know what I mean? You go in the wrong area and you fucking around. You know, you got them, you know, young men that call themselves, you know, wanting to be such and such and do such, you know. I mean, put it this way. A motherfucker ain't gonna be no sucker wherever he goes, you know? But But if you're amongst that kind of shit, you know, people that, hey, nigga, I like them shoes, give them up. You know what I mean? You know, who is you, dude? You know what I mean? You new on the block. You don't know what's happening around here? Let's check this cat's pockets. You know what I mean? And you know, I remember my buddy, Philly. I remember my buddy went out to New York when he was a kid. When he was kids. And he ran into one area where a motherfucker told him, he said, hey, man, that's a nice leather coat. You know what he told him, Reek?
Yeah.
He said, it'll still look nice with a hole in it.
Ooh. Ooh.
You understand? You know, so I'm just saying,
Uh-huh.
it's where you go, man.
Right.
It's where you go. No, you're absolutely right. It's where you go at.
It's where you go. It's where you go and who you fuck around with. And like my man was saying, who you grow up with, who you run with, and what you call yourself doing. Now, you call yourself just trying to mind your business and grow up to get old, God gonna bless you to try to do that. But if you go out trying to be amongst all this old wild shit, you know that you ain't got no business.
I'm gonna be a
being.
hellraiser. Yeah.
You know, you ain't got no business being.
some hell.
Yeah, you're right. You ain't got no. Yeah, let me go shoot Freddy's gun. You know what I mean? Or all that old kind of shit. You know, then you go ahead.
Yeah, okay, yeah. I agree with you. And also, I was gonna say that I was gonna add something else to what Malik was saying. I agree with you too. West Side, you right, but West Side, I mean, old school, the West Side is actually worse. But I was gonna say this about Malik. Yeah, these dudes too got these guns. I don't know where they get it from, man. I'm just complexed as everybody else.
Now, tell me this.
How they get that shit?
No. Tell me this. Now, I heard that down in Indianapolis, you know, the gun laws are way not as strict. So people could go down there to go get them. You know what I'm saying? Come back up to Chicago. Would you think that's more or more on the ball?
That's more believable because it's not that far. It's like an hour away, not that far. So,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? So yeah, it's about an hour away. That makes sense. You know, I've been hearing that for a long time too. Like going not just in Indianapolis, but any place in Indiana, I've been hearing about that. But
Okay.
yeah, them dudes got some. I don't know where they get
Money
these.
stop
I'm like,
them guns.
I just seen all type of shit, man. I'm like, what the fuck is this?
Huh.
And them Vietnamese got them. You know, they
I'm
got
like,
them.
yeah, so.
Some
But,
of
yeah,
them
so I
motherfuckers.
don't know about that one, man.
Getting your hands on some fully automatics, that's a little scary. You don't want nobody shooting at you with no fully automatic.
For real, man.
I don't want nobody shooting at me with anything. Shoot. I don't care what it is. I don't want anything that got
Right.
a gunpowder behind it shooting at me.
Right.
Shoot.
Yeah.
I used to remember coming up, females see brothers with little guns. Oh, that little gun ain't gonna do nothing. Like, you won't want to get hit with it.
Right.
Yeah, man. Whatever happened to hey, matter of fact, did y'all see what happened to MPG Duck?
Yeah, I heard about that. Rap cat that got gunned down.
He got hit with some machine shit, broad daylight.
Yeah, downtown. Yeah, that surprised me. I never thought they would do that downtown, man. That shot the hell out of me. I never thought they would do that downtown, but man, I guess. And they still ain't found out
Because that say, you know what, it might be sweet. This where it's sweet at. If they really want you, you gotta let his hands of getting away.
Yeah. You got a good point. I just say this, thank God I didn't because they would have got me because I would have never thought they would come downtown and shoot me. I would have never thought that. There's so many cameras down there, man. I'm thinking to myself, no dude is that crazy, but shit, I guess so.
Yeah.
You know? And I was like, wow. And they still ain't found out who killed him from what I'm hearing, so I don't know, man. That's crazy.
My girl on the line. You got something you want to add to this, baby? We just talking about what's going on, current events. Anything you want to talk about, you can bring it up. This Rick channel, he the host. So.
No, I don't think I got enough.
Nothing at all.
Nothing at all. I don't have any.
And nothing about coronavirus or anything like that?
That's unusual for me because normally I always got something to add. But right now, I'm just like, hey, Rick, she in Virginia, Rick.
Oh, Virginia? Okay.
Okay.
They got shit.
My y'all pretty close, ain't you?
They got shit going on over there even.
Yeah. Hey, East Coast, man. Yeah. Y'all so close over there. It was like Philly sound like 3 hours drive from Philly or something like that.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, 4 hours? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I went to school with
I heard
some
all y'all pretty close. Philly, D.C., Baltimore, Virginia. I heard all y'all
all
pretty
of them.
close.
Connecticut. I went to school with some brothers
Yeah.
out of Virginia. Yeah. You know,
Mm-hmm.
Norfolk. You know.
So how's let me say this, how is the mask thing down in Virginia? People tripping about, oh, you can't come in the store if you ain't got your mask on, and you won't get served if you ain't got your mask. I mean, how's it been down that way?
I guess it all depends on where you go at.
Okay.
It all depends.
That's
I know
right.
Typically, my city, we don't even, everybody just say whatever. And then you got the mask, so you, I had the mask on one day. I was in the mall with my nephew, and I don't know what it was, but I felt like I was suffocating. The mask was suffocating me. And I'm
Exactly.
Like, I ain't gonna bother.
Exactly.
I was like,
You can't breathe in them things.
Right.
I just breathe at all.
Yeah. They got everybody running around like the Lone Ranger. You know? You know? And then some stores, she's right. Some stores you can go in and they can still, without no fucking thing on your face, and they'll still tell you, can I help you? You know what I mean? They won't be all mandatory. Oh, you got to put that shit on. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So she's right. You know? Yeah.
I find like here, like if it's in the sticks somewhere in the country, nobody's wearing a mask. But all when it's down in the inner city parts, that's when they really get to, trying to give you an issue about that.
Yeah. They treat it really heavy over here in Chicago. They won't even serve you in some stores and restaurants. They
Yeah.
got the mask, they kick you out. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Yeah. That's that. What y'all think about the corona? Y'all think it's real? Y'all think it's planned?
Man, they had a motherfucker on TV last night. They had a motherfucker straight up.
Like every time it's election time, it's some new something.
It sure is.
They had a motherfucker on TV on the news last night. I caught it, and I had been telling people that this is some made up shit, man.
Mm.
They had a motherfucker on the news, one of them motherfucking woods. And he was telling the same story I was saying. This shit is bullshit. He said the shit was made up, and you understand? And I said, look at there. And I said that when it first came out, you know?
Right.
And
Just figure if the commander in vagina grabbing chief doesn't wear one when he's all out in public around certain important officials, then what does that tell you?
That's right.
Yeah, you got a point there. Yeah, he know it's bullshit. He know it's bullshit.
Yeah.
And then you see, go ahead.
Go ahead. I was gonna say, what y'all think about China? Y'all think there's gonna be some conflict between us and China? Cause it seems like it's getting worse. I ain't been up on it. I don't know about it.
Who? China.
Okay.
I saw, I believe, I could be wrong about where it is in Africa, but I want to say Ghana. I saw something about Ghana making Chinese man did a chink, something like that. And I was like,
Yeah.
they colonizing Africa too?
Yeah. Matter of fact, what you said, they said, I'm not saying it's true, they said China is actually taking over Africa. This is from what I've been reading. I'm not saying it's true.
Yeah, they're buying up different parts of Africa.
They didn't sold out. They didn't sold out for a lot of hundreds of $1 million. So that's crazy.
Right. So when you hear Akon getting on talking about, yeah, you know, I'm starting a black city and growing the city. No, he's funded by China. He got that Chinese money.
Oh yeah. Well, you know, your city supposed to be opening up in the next 2 years. That city building. Yeah, he's funded by the Chinese. Yeah, I can believe that, man. I can believe that. You know.
That's just like, think about it like this back think about it in your city, in Chicago. Oh, Michael Jordan got these restaurants. Come to turn out, he's just like the front person for that restaurant. He didn't own them restaurants.
Like Jay-Z was, yeah. You could not say that. Yeah. Right. You don't run shit. You're right.
You don't run shit, right?
You right. You ain't just using Michael Jordan's name, same with the Jay-Z. With the Brooklyn, I think the Brooklyn Nets, he own like less than 1% of it.
Yeah, less than 1%. That ain't an owner.
He owned like less than 1%. They niggas like, what the fuck is that?
Right.
Yeah, you right. Yeah, you right. That's crazy, man.
To me, think about the original pitchman that was on TV. A lot of people thought back in the day that he owned Colt 45, Billy D. Williams. Oh, I just love to have my Colt 45. He was just a pitchman.
No, listen though, Avery, Billy D got a nice cut out of that though, didn't he? Look, they called it a Billy D. All the old men called it a Billy D.
Yeah, they call 45 no joke. That Billy D said they call it Billy D. Okay. Yeah. Okay, Billy D. Yeah. That's crazy, man.
Hey, Billy D done got that Coke 45 money and got real low. That nigga disappeared. Where he at? He old.
Yeah, he is. He up there like 80s, damn near 90 something. He's up there now.
Yeah, I ain't heard him. Last I heard him, Billy D, he was saying something about getting in touch with the Billy inside. You remember that about a year ago?
Oh, yeah, I heard about that. It's like, why they wait to get all old to start talking all this other type of business?
Hey, you know what? That probably was in his contract.
That too.
Before you step out, you gotta say this.
My family, let me ask you guys this. What y'all think about Nick Cannon, man?
Nick Cannon?
He's talking real tough, and then...
Oh, he kind of dialed it back because of the I'll say the Wish Upon a Stars got up on him. That's what that was about.
I feel like if he knew he was ready to go do a commando, like he should have had. I feel like he should have had his ducks in a row as far as his show wilding out. See, when you're not bought and paid for, they can't do nothing. But
Right.
when you bought and paid for, and you had to cross the line, and then you want to draw the line, it don't work like that. They made him apologize like 15 times in one damn day. No, listen. From what I heard, it was in his contract that he owned this shit, right? He got part ownership with it, but he can't say no fuck shit that he was saying. Once he say that, then everything's a wrap. You can't say this. He signed on to that. So when he said that, I think he was in his moment. What he was doing was he was trying to outvote Griff. He was trying to let Griff know that he knows shit. He was trying to let him know that I know stuff, and he got caught up in the moment and he started talking too much. He wasn't Yeah, he was trying to outdo him.
Really think about it like this. This is what he really should have did. He should have went over with his lawyer and like, what's this contract say that I can say and what I can't say? That's what he really should have did. Because like you said, he got full of himself and got to saying things like, well, you know, your contract says this. This is why we're taking away your show, because you spoke on national TV or radio about this. You know what I'm saying?
It's the whole thing. It's the whole thing that I was saying, Rick, right? You know, because it was on his YouTube channel. Nigga, you uploaded it. You ain't have to hit that upload button. You should have went over that before you uploaded that motherfucker.
Right.
Man, what, man? They got him by the balls. Your girl, right? He apologized like 20, 40 sometimes, man. I'm like, golly. They got him by the balls.
Right.
Man.
But that let you know that's what's that? What they call that?
From the Eagles, what's his name? Deshaun Jackson. They made him apologize.
Yep, so good. They made the show apologize. I said, God,
look, they made him go live with a rabbi too. Him and Nick Cannon. He said, y'all gonna go live with this rabbi.
Apologize to the worship on the star right in person. But see, think about that. That's sending a message down to the masses. Anybody that comes up, you gotta do that.
When the rabbi gonna sit down with us? Well, last time, when they gonna apologize?
They ain't never gonna apologize.
I'm saying it's always us. We always gotta apologize for something. We always be the first to forgive for something. Don't nobody else do that but us.
Yeah.
And I be like, what? Like that.
You know what's crazy?
We always apologize or forgive.
You mean we got to be the ones
Yeah,
apologizing?
right.
All the time?
We
Yeah.
apologize to them, but we want to apologize to our own people.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, essentially the crabs in the barrel. Throw the next brother under the bus.
Yeah. That's messed up, man. I think Farrakhan would have defended him if he would have went to Farrakhan. I think he would have defended him, but I don't know. Who knows? But
I look at it like this. Even when Obama was in office, I knew he was a fraudulent when he would never speak with Farrakhan ever. In his whole presidency, he didn't speak with him. I've never seen him meet with him. Never.
no, they can't. You know, I mean, Farrakhan is basically like a. I'm trying to make it. He's like a. You know, he's his own man. You know, he's like a Mayweather. He's his own man. You know, you don't have to bow or cow to nobody. He's his own man.
Right, but
You know what I'm saying?
but think about it like
He's
this.
like a godfather.
But think about it like this. Now, you said he couldn't speak with Obama couldn't speak with Farrakhan. But think about it like this. Barbara Walters spoke with Farrakhan, and she's not black. So why can't this assumed black person that's a president speak with another brother is the question.
What, they blocked that or what?
Because he don't look at him like
He
his
didn't
son.
want to talk to him.
And then he probably wouldn't even want to give
Like
him
you
that
said,
look.
he didn't want to
Because
talk to
he
him.
can't talk to him one-on-one in no type of debate because he ain't going to give him that look.
Yeah.
Yeah. Again, you never know. Maybe Obama or Biden didn't want him to do that. You know, you never know.
Exactly.
I don't know.
Yeah, and like you said, they didn't want him to do that.
Exactly.
Don't do it.
They blocked him.
Yeah, don't do it. Yeah. So that's crazy, man. That's crazy.
I don't know. It's just so many things going on in this world, and like y'all said, you know, we're gonna be rolling into these elections. Who knows if people will be able to go to polling places, if people are gonna be sending in their votes, and if they really get counted or not counted. I mean,
That's why, you know, I'm telling you, that's where shit gonna get fucked up at. This whole thing, this shit gonna get scrambled. In the next 2 months, get ready. This shit ain't gonna go right. I'm telling you.
I believe you, man. I believe you.
but
I believe you.
There's some tough shit about to happen.
But I mean, I lived through this. Old school here, right here with me. I remember when 2000, when Bush was running, the little Bush was running.
Remember they?
Yeah, and
They
they
did a movie. Listen, they did a movie called Recount. Y'all gotta check that out. It's a movie called Recount. If y'all get a chance, check it out. It's called Recount.
Alright. I'm gonna check that out, man. I see if I got it on my lap.
It got some top. It ain't no little rinky dink shit either. It got some top actors in it.
okay. But I remember that whole debacle. They was finding ballots in the water and everything. I'm like, look at this. And he said, he still won. You know?
Yeah, that's something else, man. That's crazy. I remember that too, man. That's some wild stuff, man. Yeah, them politics, man. Something else, man. Hey, matter of fact, let me ask you this, Malik. the Philly cheesesteak as good out here? Is what I'm hearing? Is that good?
Is what good?
You thought that you show. Yeah, it really is. Tell them, babe.
I've been hearing about that for years, man. About that cheesesteak for years.
Wait, y'all talking. Wait, hold on a second. You're talking at the same time, so I didn't really understand what you said. I didn't hear it clear. Say it again.
No, I was asking Malik, what's the Philly cheese?
Oh, the Philly cheesesteak. Yeah. Okay, you're talking to Malik, yeah.
It's as good as what I've been hearing. I've been hearing about it for decades, man. It's like Philly cheesesteak. I've been hearing it's been real good, man. For decades. I was not really that good. That's all.
Man, those Philly niggas, they eat a cheesesteak a day. If you ask somebody, where you at, I got a cheesesteak for you, they going to tell you where they at. They never get tired of them. They eat cheesesteaks every day.
I had one up there. Now I had one when I came up there. Now I don't want to eat. No, I don't want to eat none if it ain't from Philadelphia.
That's what I was gonna say, cause like if you don't experience it there and then you went back to your hometown and tried it, then you'll know the difference. Like, nah, it ain't like how they make it
I
there.
know the difference because down here they use like bacon strips, so it's like it's not even the real deal thing.
Okay.
But when I had it up there, I was like, whoa. And I tell you that I don't want it. I don't want it from nowhere but Philadelphia. I don't want it.
Yeah, listen. I'm gonna be all the way honest with you. I'm skinny. I ain't no big dude. I can eat probably 2 cheesesteaks every day. I've never gotten tired of them yet. I'm in my late 30s. I can eat a cheesesteak every day. I ain't get tired of it yet.
That's what's up, man.
What they make them with? Swiss cheese?
Man, they everywhere. I can keep naming.
Do they make them with Swiss cheese? Do they make them with Swiss? Do they make them with Swiss cheese or regular cheese?
Listen, you tell them what you want. They don't tell you. You tell them what you want. They don't run it. You tell them how to make it.
How is it originally made?
Cheese, whiz, and beer, huh?
How's it originally made? From how they've been jumping off from the start off to make them so good.
Oh, they do cheese whiz.
Okay, cheese whiz. Okay.
Yeah, big yellow cheese. They slap it on there with the end. But then the hood, they was doing some shit weird though, because the hood, then outside of the historical shit, you know, the Philly dudes, you got to toast my roll and all the people said they want the word, no, toast my roll, leave it on there, cook it longer. People getting all that. Chop that up some more. Chop that meat up some more.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so I've been hearing about this shit forever, man.
Yeah.
Big cheesesteak.
Shit, I know people from Baltimore that come over here just for that shit.
I can believe it, man. I can believe it. You know what I'm saying? I know I've been reading about it forever, man.
Uncle Dale like them?
You never know.
Shit, you got me on one right now. Hey.
Nice.
If you was to get a cheesesteak, right? Hold on, all right. Before we get off the cheesesteak, if you was to get a cheesesteak, what would you get on it? Because I'm going to tell you what we can get on it. You want me to go first?
You know, yeah, I was saying, because I never had one. I'm from Philly, so I'll go ahead and get on it.
Listen, give me a chicken cheesesteak. I want a chicken cheesesteak with the chicken chunks, chop it up. Add some broccoli in it. Toast my roll. I want some spicy mustard. I want some fried onion. I want some light ketchup. I want some light mayo. I want,
Wow-wee.
shit, what else do I want? Yeah, I want the works. I mean, we going to hook it up. This going to be a big one.
Wow-wee.
You wake up 3 o'clock in the morning, you forgot you got that cheese in the refrigerator. You going to go get it.
Is the motherfucker still gonna be? Is it still gonna be semi-sweet?
Yeah, okay, yeah. Shit. That's what I have to do, man. You know, shit. Hopefully, Lord willing, I might get a chance to go out there one of these days, man. I definitely want to try one. I've been hearing about it for decades, man. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, man, if you ever in there, Jersey or Baltimore, come through.
Huh.
Yeah,
Man, Jersey, I ain't gonna lie, Jersey and New York, they over here like a motherfucker, man. That's all I see is Jersey. I mainly see Jersey tags, but Jersey and New York, they over here like a motherfucker. Cause it's too high over there. Philly kind of cheap, so they over here like shit.
Yeah, my daughter's in New York. I gotta ask her to maybe send me one.
Huh.
yeah. That thing is real close to y'all too. Ain't it like an hour away from you guys or stuff like that? New York like an hour away, Jersey, stuff like that.
No, South Jersey, that's right over the Ben Franklin Bridge. You got Camden and all of South Jersey, but as far as New York, that's like once you hit that interstate, man. I know niggas that get over there in an hour and a half.
Yep.
Yeah, it's real close. Yeah, that's why it's real close. I can see that. Yeah.
There's
They
They
ain't no
really don't try to. New York come
Two.
over here, but the square New York come over here. Hood dudes don't really come over here because they know they Philly a spot with a hood. They can't really pull that New York shit at. It don't really fly over here, that whole New York arrogant shit. So they kind of stay away from Philly.
Yeah, I hear you. Yeah, I hear you. Matter of fact, I just want to ask you this. You ever heard of a guy by the name of Reed Dollars?
Oh yeah. I've seen him a bunch of times. I know him.
Oh man, bro, that was one of my most favorite. This is my favorite guy back in the day, man. I was watching him like
Yeah, he kind of got lazy, man, but he still get his respect. He a cool dude, humble dude. He don't be. Yeah, he's like a humble dude. He real cool.
Yeah, man, I'm a
Like the back in the day, he was the type of dude you can have a conversation with, a logical conversation with, and he ain't talking all retarded and stupid.
Oh, that's good, yeah, man.
Yeah, he's a real dude. He's a cool dude.
Yeah, that was my man. I could play the hell out of them DVDs watching Reed getting in. I'm like, oh shit.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, y'all! It's been love. We're gonna have to do this again. I don't know when, but we're gonna have to do it again. We 76 minutes
Maybe
in.
we can do it Friday and Saturday.
Hey, either one of them days will work.
Cool, man.
When you see that live with old school coming up, that means that we live in the
All right,
flesh.
man. I'm gonna tap back in with y'all, man. I get my cut your notifications on, man. I get at y'all.
Right, most definitely do that.
Much love. God bless.
And we out of here.
Hey, everybody be safe, man. Peace.
Right,
Y'all
peace.
too. Take care.
All right.
We out of here, everyone.